The discovery of a body part can be a confusing and stressful experience. The circumstances in which the crime happened can sometimes not be explained. But what if it wasn't just one person who was the victim? What if over 20 reports came in over the span of a decade and there still wasn't any explanation? What if it was the same body part every time? Between August 20th, 2007 and January 1st, 2019, 21 cases have been reported involving the discovery of detached human feet on the coast of the Salish Sea in British Columbia, Canada, and Washington. The series of discoveries have been called astounding and almost beyond explanation, as no other body parts have turned up. The only thing we have to go off of right now are theories. One being that the feet may be those of people who died in a boating accident or a plane crash. Since the ankle is a weak point and the foot is preserved by shoes and boots, it's possible that they were detached at some point after decomposition took place and drifted from there. The question remains, who are these people and what happened to them? Well, we do have a few answers, but not enough for everyone. Here are some of the cases and what we know. August 20th, 2007, the first discovery in this decade of cases. A girl visiting from Washington picked up a size 12 Adidas shoe and opened to find inside the sock a man's right foot. It is thought to have become amputated due to submerged decay. This kind of shoe was produced in 2003 and distributed mainly in India. A man's right foot, size 12, white and blue mesh running shoe. The remains were identified as those of a missing man suffering from depression. May 22, 2008. A woman's right foot was discovered on an island in the Fraser Delta between Richmond and Delta. It was also wearing a sock and a white and blue New Balance running shoe. 3 years later, on November 11, 2011, a left foot was discovered floating in the Fraser River. A forensic DNA profiling analysis indicated that it has a forensic match to the woman's right foot. She had jumped from the Patullo Bridge in New Westminster in April 2004. October 27, 2009. A right foot in the size 8.5 Nike running shoe on a beach in Richmond. The remains were identified as a Vancouver area man who was reported missing in January 2008. August 27, 2010. A woman or a child's right foot without a shoe or sock. This foot was determined to have been in the water for 2 months. Detective Ed Wallace of the Island County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying the foot would be tested for DNA. However, there was no match found in the National DNA Database. November 4, 2011. A man's right foot inside a size 12 hiking boot was discovered by a group of campers in a pool of fresh water at Sassamat Lake near Port Moody. In January 2012, this foot was identified by the BC Coroner's Service as that of Stefan Zahorujuko, I don't know, a local fisherman who went missing in 1987. Police believed the foot separated naturally from the body and did not suspect foul play. May 6, 2014. A left foot in a white New Balance shoe was found along the shoreline of Centennial Park, near the Pier 86 grain terminal. The New Balance Model 622 athletic shoe was white with blue trim, size men's 10.5. February 12, 2016. A foot washed up near Port Renfrew on Vancouver Islands. BC Coroner Services says it matches one found there 5 days earlier. Shortly after noon on Sunday, May 6th, a man walking along the shore on Gabriola Island encountered a hiking boot with a human foot inside, wedged in a logjam. January 1st, 2019. A foot found in a boot, later tied via DNA to Antonio Neal, missing since December 12, 2016. Only one of these cases came to the conclusion that the victim had jumped from a bridge, but several of the other cases did involve people who were known to have been depressed. While we don't know what caused a lot of the deaths, they don't seem to be connected. Determining where the feet came from has proven difficult because ocean currents may carry floating items long distances and can be very unpredictable. A foot may travel as far as 1,000 miles on a current like this. Human feet have the tendency to produce a soap-like substance formed from body fat, which makes it hard for forensic scientists to find clues. Under optimal conditions, the human body can stay intact in the water for decades, so the feet may have been floating around for years. While feet have been showing up in the last decade, it isn't the first time this has happened. A foot was found in Vancouver in 1887, leading to the place of discovery being called Leg and Boot Square. On July 30th, 1914, the Vancouver Sun reported that recent arrivals from Kimsquit reported a human leg encased in a high boot found on a beach near the mouth of the Salmon River. It's a disturbing discovery, but one we're learning some interesting facts about the human body from. So if you're around the British Columbia coast, keep an eye out in the water. You might find something strange. Thanks for listening. If you're interested in more true horror or horror movie reviews that are a little more upbeat and comical, consider subscribing. If you're a fan of The Holder or any of the SCP stories, consider becoming a patron because they get one video a month that nobody else gets that features either The Holders or an SCP that was recommended to me. If not, like, comment below, and I'll be just as happy. Till next time, be well.